Hi friends, what's up? It's Tova. I hope you all are doing well and taking care of yourselves. Today I have a very spill the tea kind of video, and that is how I made over $15,000 with my small business in 1 month. What? That's a lot of money. That is a 5-figure month. For someone who hasn't had their business for over a year, I feel like that's pretty impressive. So today I want to share everything I did that month to kind of justify how I made that much and share all my tips so you guys can have successful months too. I do want to say a little disclaimer though, that is not my average month income. That was a good month for sure, so I don't want to set this unrealistic expectation, at least not right now, that is how much I'm making. Of course, down the road, I would love to make 15,000, 20,000, freaking 6 figures a month, boss babe it out. But right now, I just want to say this was a very good month and I'm going to share all my tips. So without further ado, I don't want to stretch this intro. Let's get into it. So I'm just going to pull up my laptop because I have all my receipts, everything on here, and I'm going to show you guys what that month was like. I hit almost $16,000 in the month of June. As you guys can see over here, I'm just showing you on the screen, my total sales were $15,753.57, and that was from June 1st to June 30th. My total orders were 252 orders. Now, if you break it down and look at the analytics, you're gonna see that June 1st, June 11th, June 21st, and June 30th were all my highest days of income. I'm going to dive into that, but basically those were the days that I launched my items, and I want you to keep that in mind, that it wasn't like consistent, like every day I got tons of orders. It was more so like once a week I would get a big amount of orders. I would say one of my greatest tips as to how I'm able to make quite a bit every month and not run my business stale, if that makes sense, is because I launch and restock very frequently. So as you guys can see, I restocked 4 times that month, which meant I restocked once a week. Yes, I was dead. It was draining to my well-being. It was the hustle. Now in the summertime, I did launch every week until it got too much for me, and now I launch every other week. But the reason why I think I succeeded so much that month was because my TikTok was really going at it, my social media game was really going at it, and I never let my business run stale. I just kind of rode the wave and went along with it. My ideology is if you give someone long enough to think about if they need a product, they're probably gonna back out of it. Like, how many times have you thought you wanted something and were like obsessed with it, and then a month later when you finally had the funding or it came back in stock, you were like, I moved on, I'm obsessed with something else. Many times I feel like we are like that as humans. We have very short attention spans, especially in this time and age and era of our lives. Our attention spans are very short. So if I'm gonna grasp someone's attention off of a TikTok or a TikTok video per se, then I need to act fast, because I feel like if I don't restock or replenish something, their attention could be onto the other. So that's why I restock so frequently. For that sake, and obviously for the people who wanted birthday gifts in general, whatever, I want to have constant stock. I also restock frequently because I think that this is kind of a sneaky but a useful tactic, and that is giving the idea of like FOMO, so fear of missing out. We sold out, 15 times already. And although we will restock, there is a sense of urgency, a sense of like the fear that you are missing out, that all these people have already got it and now you really want to get it. It's kind of like that psychological side of things, that's what selling out does. It's like, oh wow, she sold out, all these people must have gotten it, now I want it, now it's my turn. And obviously posting on TikTok and reposting these stories that people post of my stuff, it shows that there's a need, a want, excitement, a buzz around my brand, and it kind of creates that sense of like FOMO, that sense of urgency, that if you don't get this now, then you're missing out. That is all kind of under the umbrella of why I restock as often as I do, just to keep the buzz going and to never make it dull. I think if I just had all the inventory in stock and I ordered like 1,000 of everything, I think that my brand would run dull, because I wouldn't have like that selling out and excitement to like get it at the next launch kind of vibe. It would just be like, oh, it's always in stock, so I can get it whatever, and then you just never end up getting it. Does that make any sense? I hope it does. I don't know, I think it's winning in that way because I'm able to create a constant excitement and buzz and liveliness of my brand, but at the same time, I'm also not wasting any inventory. I'm not, you know, having bunch of sizes or fabric or material sitting around in my place. So I feel like I'm not being wasteful at all. I'm ordering based on demand, and that sells out, and then I order again, and then that sells out, instead of just having a bunch of items sitting around, and it's a waste of inventory, it's a waste of fabric. As you guys can see, bringing back up the charts, June 1st, I had a launch. I made $2,357.41. Then I made more on June 10th. That was my next launch. I made $3,250.56. And then on June 17th was my next launch, and I will tell you guys why I made so much after, but I made $3,903.20. And then June 30th was my last launch of that month, and I made $2,680.68. And then in between, you guys can see there's some days I made $0. I didn't make anything. I got 0 sales. Some days I got $181. Other days I made $600, $300, another $300, $494. You know, there were some days where I just made like $60, $70, etc. You guys can see kind of the impact of those big launches every week, because the rest of the days I maybe got an order or two, but all my big orders came from those launch days. That is the #1 contributing factor as to how I just created that buzz and liveliness and was able to make so much that month. The second reason why is because of TikTok. I had a TikTok video go viral, and I got over 1 million views. I will show you guys the video over here. I think I had like 1.2, 1.3. I have it pinned on my TikTok, and you guys can see it over here. Essentially, it was just a video of me doing a try-on haul, and I will be honest, those videos do so good when you hit it at the right time and the right song and everything right, then it's always a hit. I've only missed out on it once. All the other times it got way over 10,000 views. So if you are curious of, you know, something that can showcase your products but be entertaining, try-on hauls are always a good thing. What I like doing the most is every time I have a new product, I try on size small to extra, extra large, or whatever sizes I have for that item, and I just show the same sweater and how it looks every single size on my body, and clearly that does very well. So that video is also why I got so many new customers from TikTok. I remember that night I had like over 100 people on my website because my TikTok video was blowing up, and I barely had any inventory because it was after I already did a launch. So immediately I messaged my screen printer, and I was like, okay, we need like 100 items coming in like right now. And luckily the turnaround was like literally 1 week or less, and I had a bunch of people come to my email list because so many people were asking when I was going to restock, and I sent them all to my email list, which we're also going to dive into after. They all got a restock notification when it all came back, and I felt like I still retained a lot of the sales, even though I probably could have made more if I had more stock in, but I feel like I at least got like 60% of the people who were interested in my items. I got it from my emails when the items restocked. I also feel like if I didn't restock so fast after, people who came from that viral TikTok video would have just gotten bored and would have been like, okay, whatever, don't need it anymore. But because it was so quick, like literally within 5 to 7 days, I restocked, that excitement, the liveliness, it was still there. You see what I'm talking about? It all ties in. If you are a small business owner and you're not utilizing TikTok, you need to get to it. I know it's not the best to use. I know it's annoying. I know being on social media can be draining sometimes. I know it's hard to figure out the right sounds and to make viral TikToks, but my best tip is find someone, even if it's me, that you find as an inspiration, that you think has good videos, and then make similar videos to that, but put your own twist on it, obviously, because you want to stay original, but kind of gauge an idea of what kind of videos you want to make. I would say like 60 or 70% of my customers and consumers are from TikTok. So the next tip I want to discuss is emails. Emails are so powerful because you're able to broadcast whatever you want to a mass amount of people. I have had months where I've made $2,000 or $3,000 just from an email because it went well. And that ties into the point from before that if people go to your website and the item is out of stock, you can easily send them to restock notifications rather than just sending them away. So instead of being like, yeah, it'll restock in 2 weeks or it'll restock in 1 month, it's better to say something like it'll restock in 2 weeks, but make sure you put your email on the email list so then you get a notification the moment it drops. Then they are way more likely to shop the drop because they actually know when it's coming rather than just forgetting about it completely. I made about an email every single time before I launched, so that was about 4 emails for that month. It's just a reminder, like a, hey, we're restocking these items tomorrow at this time, don't miss out. Yeah, just a simple email like that. Sometimes I would throw in a discount code, like a 10% off discount code, just to give that exclusivity to my email subscribers. The third reason why I think I made so much that month was definitely because of my emails, because I was on top of my email game. I think it just all tied in together. The fourth reason why I think I was so successful that month, and what I try to do every month, is I try to hold a giveaway. Giveaways are really powerful if you have the right marketing strategy, and if you have like a clear, concise photo that shows that you're actually giving away something and not just like unclear photo that it's even a giveaway or not. Giveaways are really powerful because they create that hype around your brand. So if you feel like you have a lot of inventory and you're stuck and you don't know what to do, I highly recommend that you just hold a giveaway, because I feel like it adds that little spark up in your brand, and it definitely brings in new people, because part of the rules when you do a giveaway is, you know, tag a friend or 2 or unlimited amount of friends in the comments, and then there's a chance for someone who's already following you, maybe someone who's already purchased from you, to tag a friend that doesn't know about you, and then they check out your profile, they follow you, then they tag a friend because they're interested in the giveaway, and now you guys can see how this goes. You know, you tag a friend, then they take a friend, they take a friend, and suddenly maybe you're not going to get everybody interested in your brand, but you definitely will get a new customer or 2 out of it, because it's just bound to happen. It's just like a slippery slope of people coming in. So I highly recommend that you have a giveaway at least once a month. It's also very nice to give back to your followers, and like I said, it just creates that livelihood, that hype around your brand, and it definitely allows your brand to be seen to many more people. And it also gives a sense of like, oh, I didn't win the giveaway, but I still really want the item. I'm gonna get it anyways. You know what I mean? The last tip that I would say worked best was that I went with the flow of the trends and what I saw was doing best. That month, it was 110% my I'm So Grateful For You collection that was hitting it off. That was what the try on haul video was. It was a mix of the I'm So Grateful For You collection and the I Love Your Energy collection. So I focused the most on that month. It's common sense, but I do want to say it. You just gotta go with the flow. You gotta ride the wave. Whatever you see is doing the best, you just go with that. So I saw that the I'm So Grateful For You was doing great, so I came out with it in 2 t-shirt colors. I came out with it in the hoodie colors that I saw were doing the best. I just added fuel to the fire. I wasn't gonna come out with something new. I wasn't gonna come out with restocking something that wasn't hitting it off. That month, I focused the most on what was doing well, what people were clicking the most on, which you can all see if you use Shopify. You can see it in your insights, what people are most likely to add to their cart, what was viewed the most amount of time, what is it that my audience wants, what are the sizes that are selling at the most. I would say that those are probably like my best tips as to how I made so much that month. My next tip, I mean, it's kind of random, but it's to have a very accessible website, because if you do get, for instance, traction that you didn't expect from a viral reel or a viral TikTok video or just your Instagram, you want to make sure your website looks good 24/7. It's very easy to use, easy to navigate. The products are right there and it's not hard to find. That'll all contribute in making more sales, because if a customer finds it hard to, you know, find the product or add it to their cart or put in their information, if any part of it is difficult for them, they're less likely to purchase, because people just want something super easy. That is all the tea on how I made almost a $16,000 month. Pretty crazy. I've tried replicating the exact tips and it's definitely worked. I think my runner-up was a $13,000 month, and I really did the same things. I had a video pop off. I restocked very often. I had good products. I was active on social media. Yeah, it's all those things. You just want to be active. And main idea is constantly asking yourself, how can my brand stay up to date? How can my brand stay relevant even in the saturated community of a bunch of other small businesses? How can my brand stick out? How can my brand stay lively? Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. It was definitely something a little bit different. I know I usually do vlogs, but I did want to sit down for all my fellow small business owners and kind of give you guys some tips. So if you have any other questions whatsoever, feel free to leave a comment down below. You can also send me a DM on Instagram. I'm always in my DMs and answering my requests. So Instagram is just rebornclub.co. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any videos of mine and so we can become friends. And that is it for today. I'll see you again sometime soon, and don't forget to stay cool. Peace. My darling, I love you, I love you, I love you.